Hello everyone, we've got a very exciting video for you here. We're doing our first Christmas 2021 sneak peek video. So, in years gone by in October, normally we would do like sneak peeks for Christmas, but they would be written sneak peeks on the website on GWV.com. Of course, earlier on this year, I pulled the plug on the website and, you know, focus on the YouTube channel and on the videos. So it left me with a little bit of a dilemma. I thought, should I just leave the sneak peeks of Christmas and just start Christmas Countdown on the first day of November? And that is when we will begin the official Christmas Countdown on the first day of November. So I did, you know, wonder whether I should just leave it until November the 1st. Or should I do, like, a couple of sneak peeks, but videos for October, during October. And I sort of decided that in the end, you know, why not do a couple of sneak peeks? I know so many of you enjoy the Christmas sneak peeks that we did in October. I can't, you know, do the written version because I haven't got anywhere to write it. So I thought the next best thing would be to do a couple of sneak peek videos. So that's what we're going to do for this one. It's going to be a little bit different. We're not looking at Metro, still looking at West Central for this. And we're going to have a look at all 4 CFS runs, but just focusing on the immediate period of Christmas to New Year. So I'll talk you through it all in a moment. It's going to be quite an interesting view, I think. It's just a bit of fun, you know, to get everybody ready for the proper Christmas countdown that begins on the first day of November. So more about that in a second. Just say that first video today was our 7 AM forecast. We've released the USA forecast as well. And if that wasn't another 10 to 14 day of break features, so please check out all of the videos. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. Right, okay, so let's do this then. So we're going to go to Vata. Here we go then. So I'm going to look at all 4 CFS runs that are available. Of course, just a few days ago, Wet Essential started incorporating CFS V2 into their website. You know, so that's what we're going to do for this one. We're going to go through all 4 midnight 6Z, 12Z, and also 18Z. All 4 daily CFS V2 runs for the period of Christmas. So yes, we're starting off with the 18Z with this, because that's like the run that's furthest away. This was generated, you see the timestamps there. This was generated in the top left-hand corner of the chart as you're looking at it. So this was generated on the 4th of October. You know, 6 PM on the 4th of October, Monday the 4th. Right, so let's talk you through all of this then, shall we? We're beginning here on Monday, the 20th of December, with the CFS V2 18Z. And we see that with this one, we're actually under a ridge of high pressure here. So 5 days before Christmas, we've got high pressure sitting over country, probably mainly dry, but could be a little bit on the cold side. Now, unlike with Metro, where we go out in like 6-hourly sets, with this it's 24-hourly. So the next chart is going to take us through to Tuesday, the 21st of December. High pressure then starts to pull out towards Greenland. There's a cold front that's moving southwards. That would be introducing much colder air from the north. Have a look at the upper air temperatures. We can see that 21st December has got a big cold pool sitting to our north on this CFS V2 run, waiting to be unleashed. What happens as we go to the next day? Here we go. This is the 22nd of December. Again, the high pressure goes shooting up towards Greenland. An active cold front is plunging southwards. This looks like it's going to turn very cold for Christmas. A big cold front moving southwards here, introducing those very cold upper air temperatures. Look at this, a couple of days before Christmas, I've got my 10 cells iceberg plunging southwards across the country. Plenty of precipitation in with that as well. There would be a lot of snow coming southwards on those northern winds. Remember, this is just for fun. This is just for fun, everybody. This is Tuesday, the 23rd of December. Again, we've got high pressure in the Atlantic, south of Greenland, northerly plunge blasting down across the country. What's happening with the upper air temperatures? They look very cold, certainly cold enough for snow. Into Christmas Eve, so this is 6 PM in the evening on Christmas Eve on this 18Z CFS V2 run. We're into to these cold, bitterly cold, northerly, northeasterly winds. Maybe bringing in snow showers. We have a look at the upper air temperatures there, suggesting like -10 Celsius iceberg is plunging southwards through the country. Wow, 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 wow. What happens when we get through the Christmas day? Let's have a look. So within a cold air mass, an area of low pressure starts plunging in from the northwest. Look at the upper air temperatures. They're looking pretty cold and could be suggesting that as this low pressure comes plunging in, it may be cold enough for snow with that area of low pressure on Christmas Day. Let's have a look at the precipitation. Lots of wet weather in the north. So, yes, you know, you wouldn't rule out a chance that that's delivering snow on Christmas Day. Let's go through the Boxing Day. That low pressure's plunged southwards and returned us back into the northerly wind. This is a very, very cold CFS run to start us off. What a way to begin this first sneak peek for Christmas 2021. Looking cold here on Boxing Day. As low pressure clears away, they'll be taking rain, sleet and snow away into the continent, and then we'll be returning into those cold northerly winds. What happens after that? Well, it stays cold as we go 27th of December. Again, low pressure sort of knocking around the country. So we're within a cold air mass here, and you'd expect snow, you know, through this period. So what a way to start off with this little sneak peek video. Never done one of these before. It's the first time I've ever done a sneak peek video for Christmas, and what a way to begin with this 18Z CFS-B2 run. This is 28th of December. We're just going to get to New Year, and then we'll skip on to the next CFS run. So 18Z for 28th of December, still looking cold, low pressure to our south, high pressure away to our northwest, bringing wind from the northeast. Then this low pressure starts to move up from the south. That could deliver more heavier outbreaks of snow to southern parts of the country. Upper air temperatures are lifting up a little bit, so that, you know, probably is turning to rain eventually, but could deliver a snow event there across more southern areas. The low pressure then gets pushed away southwards again as we head towards New Year. High pressure towards North Scotland, turning wind into the east now. So after the northerlies, we get the easterlies, although we have run out of quite a lot of cold air by this point. This is New Year's Eve, looking cold and wintry. There'll be quite a bit of snow cover on the ground, and this area of high pressure with the wind in from the east, you know, it's bound to be a cold New Year. That's how we look to get to the first day of January. So looking cold, high pressure is away to our northwest, winds coming around high pressure from the north and from the northeast. You know, it's still pretty cold, not as cold as it was like before and over Christmas, but it's still pretty cold. I've got a very deep cold pool sitting to our east and northeast, by the way, that could, you know, pounce, and that takes into the part of the year still in that area of high pressure. That's as far as we'll go with the 18Z CFS-B2 run. So let's now go to the midnight CFS-B2 run at West Central. So now all of the remaining 3 CFS runs are all from today on recorded video, Tuesday the 5th of October. So this was generated midnight on Tuesday the 5th of October. Here we are, then starting again on the 20th of December, and we're looking mild, wet, windy this time. Flat as a pancake, winds in from the west. So heavy showers, long spells of rain coming in from off the Atlantic, and reasonably mild. We go through the 21st of December, again looking mild, wet, windy, low pressure deepening in the Atlantic, bringing gale force, west-southwest winds across the country. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right, we go through the 22nd of December. Again, looking mild, wet and windy, although it's a little bit colder across Scotland, so showers could turn wintry up there, but otherwise, gale force winds, a band of heavy rain sweeping through the country, followed by sunshine and showers. That's the 23rd of December. Again, looking pretty Atlantic-driven, zonal on this midnight CFS-B2 run, with maybe showers turning wintry in the far north Scotland, otherwise still generally mild and quite wet down in the south. That's Christmas Eve, so we're into a cool, showery northwesterly. That might be cold to deliver a few wintry showers to northern parts of Scotland and the Scottish mountains. Otherwise, it's not a particularly cold air mass. Any showers in the south and west are going to be mostly of rain. So that's a traditionally Atlantic-driven sort of Christmas Eve. That's Christmas Day on the midnight CFS V2 run. Again, we're looking rather mild with this. Westerly winds, probably sunshine and showers. Showers might be windy over Scottish mountains, otherwise just really rain showers. Another deep low rattles in on Christmas night into, so this is like midnight Boxing Day. So from Christmas Day to Boxing Day, another low pressure areas rattling through. That's bringing gale force winds and heavy rain, and is generally mild or possibly even very mild. Look at the upper air temperatures with this. It's got a big warm sector coming in there. So this is totally different to that CFS 18Z that started us off. By the way, I don't know what any of these are going to show. So I'm discovering this along with you. I have not checked any of these charts out, so I don't know what they're going to do. This is 27th of December. Again, looking mild westerly, southwesterly winds with this one. Those southwesterlies carry on to 28th and 29th of December. This is going to be zonal all the way to New Year, I think. Up to New Year's Eve. Again, you know, it's as flat as a pancake. Lots of westerly, southwesterly winds right the way up to the first day of 2022. And even afterwards, you know, it's going to be basically a mild pattern. There is a bit of a ridge forming there by the 3rd of January. But basically, that one is a mild, wet and windy CFS V2 midnight run. Okay, let's have a look at 6Z. We're going to do it all over again. So this is what the CFS 6Z is showing. This was generated at 6 AM on Tuesday the 5th of October. By the way, if you're enjoying this Christmas 2021 sneak peek #1, then please smash the like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to tell your friends about to subscribe as well. They'll be able to see future web content, including the Christmas Countdown. That's going to begin on the first day of November. Right, here we go then with 6Z. Starting at 6 AM on Monday the 20th of December. Low pressure is over top of the country. Showers or long spells of rain with this one. Try to pull in something a little bit colder to the north. That low pressure slips south into France on the 21st of December. Opens the door to a colder northeasterly with high pressure beginning to topple in North Atlantic. So it is turning cold, but I think it's going to be a toppler. Let's see what happens. This is what we call, you know, a toppler, but just delivers like 24, 48 hours of colder weather, and then the high pressure topples, and you run moderate in over top. So this is 22nd of December. Look, high pressure is toppling. That is a classic toppler high. And over top of that high pressure, we'll begin to run in milder air from off the Atlantic. I think this is going to go milder for Christmas. Let's see. This is 23rd of December. Again, low pressure to the north of Scotland, bringing in the wind from a westerly direction to Scotland. Still pretty cold in that ratio across England and Wales. Oh, look at this. Now we get through Christmas Eve, and that low pressure that was to the north of Scotland sort of plunges or sweeps into Norway, and that turns the wind into the north. So actually, unexpectedly, the CFS 6Z is going to get cold for Christmas. It's going to bring a cold snap for Christmas, with winds going into the north there. Have a look at the upper air temperatures. Nowhere near as cold as on the 18Z CFS run that we started off with, but nevertheless, definitely turning colder with those north to northwesterly winds. Not for all that long, though. Look at this. We go back into a westerly again for Christmas Day. This is 6 AM Christmas Day. So after that Christmas cold snap, but probably will deliver snow to Scotland, wind goes back into the west. The weather system pushes through. Might bring a band of rain, sleet and snow across the coast as it runs into that cold air. But then, of course, milder air is moving back in from the Atlantic. Looking at upper air temperature, looking much milder again for England and Wales. So we almost pull off a cold Christmas there, but it's focused on Christmas Eve, and by Christmas Day we're into mild weather. Boxing Day, look at this, big southwesterly again, big southwesterly push, looking very, very mild, exceptionally mild with that southwesterly by 6 AM on Boxing Day. Wow, wow, wow. And then we go through to the 27th of November. Whoops, what are we doing here? So let's go back. Hang on, everybody. Right, I got that wrong, didn't I? That was November. So this is looking better. Actually, I got a little bit caught out there. I showed you November with that, didn't I? So we went to like 25th November, not 25th December. Have to watch that, won't I? Right, so let's do this again then. So this is Christmas Eve on 6 AM on Christmas Eve. And look at this. Yeah, there's that northerly coming in. Now, this is Christmas Day. This is Christmas Day. This looks better, doesn't it? I thought it looked a bit strange, should you? How we will go from that northerly at 6 AM on Christmas Eve, but setting in you know, to a west-southwesterly for the next day. So that looks more like it, doesn't it? This is 6 a.m. Christmas Day, and there we are. We have got cold northeasterlies in. That looks better, doesn't it, if you want a cold Christmas? Best but -10 Celsius isoberm on Christmas Day, covering the northern half of the country, and that would deliver snow showers into northern and eastern parts of the country as well, by the way. Now, Boxing Day, that ridge is slipping southwards, so we are now starting to move low pressure back in from off the Atlantic, turning milder, wetter and windier once again. The low is struggling though as it moves in from Boxing Day to the 27th of December. Have a look at the upper air temperatures. They look pretty cool, I have to say, and so that's probably enough maybe for a little bit of a snow event going on there around Boxing Day to 27th of December. That low pressure event sort of slipping away to the southeast, winds turning back into the north on the 28th of December, and we're now trying to get the Scandinavian high going as well. So this is actually unexpectedly, bit surprisingly, turning into a little bit of a cold, you know, Christmas week. Actually, it's all quite marginal and on a knife edge, but the upper air temperature there, 29th of December, definitely looking pretty cold. So that high pressure is trying to build over Scandinavia. And moving up towards the new year, this is how it looks. So this is New Year's Eve. So low pressure again is stuck in the Atlantic, trying to get in. Heights relatively high to our south and east. So there's a bit of a battle going on. Does look as though that high pressure to the east over Scandinavia is going to try and take control of the weather, though. So pretty cold between Christmas and the New Year, with high pressure over Scandinavia and low pressure in the Atlantic. That's as far as we're going to go to the 3rd of January. By then, it looks like the low pressure is trying to break through. That is quite cold during the Christmas week. And then the last one we're going to look at will be the 12Z. So this is the final one of the 4. You know, this is 4 out of 4 for the CFSB2 at West Central for today. So this was generated midday on the 5th of October. 5th of October. Again, we come back to Monday the 20th. Here we go, Monday 20th of December. Here we go again. High pressure is over slightly to the north of the country. You know, mainly dry, anticyclonic, a little bit on the chilly side, not desperately cold, but probably frosting and maybe some fog mixing. I have to say the high pressure in quite an interesting position, though. It is sort of centred to our north, so the wind is coming in from an easterly direction. The upper air temperatures are cold, again, for 21st of December. So yeah, you know, we've got quite cold upper air temperatures there. Not severely cold, but cold enough for bringing snow showers into eastern areas. Anyway, probably. Right, this takes us 22nd of December. High pressure is blocking to northern Scotland, up towards Greenland Island. Very interesting position for high pressure to be in. Not a classic position for high pressure to be in December. You know, normally expect to be around the Azores and low pressure to be around Iceland, like we have with the GFS, with the CFS midnight run, really. So winds are in from the east. It's looking cold, looking blocked, mainly dry. A few wintry showers, snow showers in the east, otherwise just frosty, dry and cold. Very seasonable feel as we're approaching Christmas. 23rd of December, low pressure is trying to move in from off the Atlantic. This blocking area of high pressure around Greenland Island is definitely keeping it at bay. We're threatening to bring a big cold plunge down into Scandinavia. As it is, we're looking mainly dry, frosty and cold at this point. Now, this is Christmas Eve, looking quite interesting. This low pressure is trying to push up from the south. At the same time, the blocking area of high pressure over Greenland is trying to pull in very cold air from the northeast. There's the upper air temperatures for Christmas Eve. So it's pretty mild, actually, on Christmas Eve. Midday on Christmas Eve in the south. It's cold in the north. There'll be a band of heavy rain that will probably turn to snow on the leading edge. With that, the band of rain is like through Wales, the Midlands, and Stoke, probably into Northern Ireland and northern parts of England, maybe. Now, what's going to happen with this? Let's go through to Christmas Day. Well, that low pressure, look at this, pushing through into northern France, bringing in a very cold north or northeasterly wind. The upper air temperatures still quite mild in the extreme south, but are lowering. There's quite a bit of precipitation in with that as well. Look at all that wet weather That is rain in the south, but could well turn to snow on the leading edge. Remember, this is just for fun, everybody. This is just for fun. Don't get excited. It's well over 2 months away. But this is introducing a very cold northeasterly wind on Christmas Day. Really cold across Scotland. White Christmas there, probably. That's Boxing Day. The low pressure sort of slips away to our south. We're left in a cold air mass, potentially a very cold air mass, as that low pressure moves away to the south. So any precipitation would turn increasingly wintry by Boxing Day. Low pressure and trying to move in from off the Atlantic. That's coming into that cold air, so that's potentially a bit of a slow event from Boxing Day to the 27th of December. That showed up on a couple of these CFS runs, hasn't it? This is 28th of December. Again, low pressure trying to come in from off the Atlantic Ocean. This is bringing milder air in to the southwest, but still pretty cold to our north and northeast. So this is quite a cold sort of Christmas to New Year week. But now we're into milder weather. So this is 29th of December with turn the wind into the south with this area of low pressure to west of Ireland. That's bringing up like a very mild southerly wind. Look at the upper air temperatures. They're pushing up a lot. So it turns much milder just before the new year. That's how we look as we get to the 30th of December. Again, looking very mild with those southerly southwesterly winds. That's New Year's Eve. Again, pretty mild. So out of that cold and wintry Christmas, between Christmas and New Year, we turn things a lot milder. And then going to the New Year itself, that's New Year's Day. Still those southerly winds looking pretty mild there. That's the 3rd of January. Now look at this. By the 3rd of January, it's getting a Scandinavian high going. So that's having a really good go at turning wind into the east. The upper air temperatures are quite mild, but of course, as that high pressure builds over and to our northeast, we would start to drag in colder air from off the continent. I'll just run you on in a couple of days. Does that settle proper easterly? I'm as intrigued to find out as you are. Look at this. We get into the first week of January. Big old Scandinavian high linking back to the Siberian high, actually, and a proper sort of easterly wind setting in. So it does start to turn much, much colder. Look at that. East winds bringing in a -10 Celsius ice firm from the east there as we go through the first week of January. I should not be running you this far out with these sneak peeks, but I couldn't resist it. Look at that, proper easterly via a classic and well-entrenched sort of Scandinavian high. Looks very, very blocked, I have to say. There's no quick... I won't go any further than that. That's the 8th of January. But there's no quick way out of that scenario. Very blocked with high pressure blocking around Iceland and Greenland to 1,050 millibars. Is that setting up a very cold and wintry January? I wonder. I won't go any further than that, though. So there we go. That is our first Christmas 2021 sneak peek. Now, what do we make of that? Well, I think the big takeaway is probably, but we only have one of the four that's CFS runs that's looking, properly mild, and that was that midnight CFS run. Otherwise, the other three are pretty cold for Christmas to varying degrees. We've got that 18Z and also the 12Z that are very cold around Christmas. The 6Z is a little bit, not as cold as that. It's a little bit more on a knife edge, but that one's still quite cold as well. So this is very encouraging, I have to say, if you would like a cold Christmas. We've got 3 out of 4 that are looking pretty wintry there over Christmas. It's not a very long way away. It's just for fun. But yeah, a little bit of eye candy there, I think, for you. So I hope you enjoyed this first little sneak peek for Christmas 2021. There'll be at least one more of these to go, at some point during October. I don't know when, but just keep an eye on the channel, and the second one will be released in a week or two's time. And then, of course, on the 1st of November, we will be starting the Christmas countdown properly. I need to know whether you would like me to carry on with these charts on Wet Central for the official Christmas countdown. We can only go in 24-hourly steps with these, remember, or whether you would like to go for traditional charts from Metro Seal and go with those. So let me know in the comments what you'd like to see when we begin the official Christmas countdown on the 1st of November. But yeah, the next sneak peek will definitely go with these from Wet Central anyway. Right, so that's it then. What an update to start us off. The first sneak peek for Christmas 2021 is in the bag, and we wait now for update number 2. And of course, the start of Christmas Countdown on the 1st of November. You enjoy the rest of your Wednesday evening, and for this video, that's all for now, and thanks for watching.